Happy Monday. One of the most commonly found characteristics of high achievers is the high level of passion what they have. Their deeply sense of purpose what they have within them. This goes beyond everything for them. They are mission minded. This mission is not something that is written on the lobby wall of their office. This is something sacred to them. It possesses them, it haunts them. They have an unrelenting drive to see it through for them. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifices, it will be done or they will die. They will die on the battlefield. Trying. Surrender is never considered, it's not an option for them. Howard Schultz, the CEO and chairman of Starbucks, when was profiled as one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world in 2011. Schultz only returned to the company few years prior. From 1985 to 2000, Schultz had taken a six-story location and that he had bought to over 3,500 stores. And the image of somebody holding a Starbucks cup became an actual status symbol in the society. After he retired in the year 2000, over the next 8 years, Starbucks got into trouble. Their stock had dropped by 42%, and Schultz had to step back in as the CEO and try to save the day. Everybody on the Wall Street predicted the Starbucks demise. They called his attempt to save the company was a death march, futile. He might slow it down, he said. They all said in unison. McDonald's will definitely kill them. Their best days were behind them. Everybody said in one voice. But Schultz was not stepping back into into the company, into the Starbucks again. It was not for the investors he was doing. He was stepping back in to save it for the 180,000 employees of the company. On a cold winter day in 1961, his father, Fred Schultz, a diaper delivery man, slipped on black ice and broke his hip and ankle. Howard was still 7 years old and vividly remembers that day. He said, that image of my father slumped on the family couch, his leg in a cast from his ankle to his hip, unable to work or earn money with no health insurance, no support to come from, and no means now to make ends meet. Because they fired him. I could see the feeling of defeat and desperation on my father's face, he said. That image is still burnt into my mind, he said. Schultz grew up in a housing project, but vowed to himself, if ever he could, reach to a position in his life where he could take care of other people under his employ, like his father needed to take care of them, he would. He's going to do that. When discussing about Schultz returning back to the company and his motivation behind it, he said he is doing it for the 180,000 Starbucks employees and their families. During the turnaround, Howard had to cut down almost a half a billion US dollars to cut it down in expenses in order to survive. The period of last 12 months for the company, the healthcare cost for the employees was over 300 million US dollars. The shareholders and the board said cutting the healthcare was the easiest remedy. Recounting on one of the calls what Schultz received from his early stage investors, institutional investors. The investor was pressing upon him on his plan to cut expenses. The investor said to him, the dire situation is giving you all the cover you need to cut the healthcare cost. No one is going to criticize you for this. It's the only time you could do this and be able to cut over 300 million US dollars from the company expense sheet. Schultz replied, look, I could sell that 300 million from my things and write it off. And if you just want to kill the company, it's the integrity and trust of the people have that they have for this company and it what they stand for. There is no way I will do that. And that's if that's what you want me to do, you should sell your stock. Howard said to the investor. When asked how he could have that conviction about it, his answer was that look on my dad's face. Starbucks has become a living legacy of my father. He finished with, you got to be willing to fight for what you believe in. So, food for thought for today on this Monday. Do you feel that sense of duty in your own work, in your own mission, that sense of mission, that sense of sacred purpose in what you do? Because without that, it's not likely that you will be able to endure the tough times. When everybody is counting you out, it will only be the flame of faith and the conviction in your mission that will light the way forward for you.